Hi guys, what's up? I'm literally hitting things next to me because my arms are just flying. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel if you're new. My name is Brooke and today is going to be a crazy video. I really like to do videos to kind of mark significant events in my life. Not even intentionally that I could look back upon, but I think it's exciting to share what's going on in my life with you guys. And a lot of you guys have followed me kind of along this journey for a while now, ever since, I started my YouTube channel back in like early high school. Then I made a video about like where I'm going to college, and then I've just made so many videos throughout college. And I could actually get emotional. This is so like crazy. But I'm moving on to my next phase of life, and I wanted to be totally transparent and share it all with you guys. I'm super excited about it. I've mentioned it in vlogs along the way. I actually did a whole podcast, a solo podcast episode on my podcast with Danielle. We do a podcast together called Gals on the Go. If you don't know, I'll leave it down below. You're gonna wanna check it out. So I did already a full episode on there about like what my future is like, but I kind of wanted to put it into video form too, just so I could share it with you guys. I know it's somewhat of a different audience on the podcast and on my YouTube channel, but also just, I think it would be fun to kind of get chatty with you guys and maybe get a little more chatty than in the podcast. I don't know. I'm at such a crazy point now. I just recently turned 22. I vlogged on my birthday, but I'm 22 now. I'm about to graduate college in like 2 weeks. I could literally get emotional right now just because so many things in my life are changing. And I think that prior to this point in my life, I've been like, yeah, like I'm equipped for change. Like I'm like really good at like dealing with change and like adapting and stuff. But now just as things are kind of coming to an end, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm ready. And things are just like all happening a lot at once. Obviously everything's gonna be okay, but it's just like a crazy, like weird point that I'm at. I'm sure a lot of you guys if you're seniors in college, you definitely get it because it's like a huge transition phase. Especially, I think about it, like if you're a senior in college, we've gone through 12 years of like preliminary education, well, preschool, if you go to preschool, and then 12 years of like preliminary education, and then 4 years of college. So all that we know up until this point in our lives, with the exception of summers and breaks and stuff, is school and like education. So this really is going to be like the biggest transition of my entire life, going into the workforce. So I'm really excited for what's to come, and I'm really proud of myself. I have to be less critical of myself. I've been really bad about doing that recently, so I'm gonna say it. I'm proud of myself for getting to this point and doing everything. And I'm excited to share with you guys what my plan is, at least for the foreseeable future. Obviously, it's impossible for me to sit here and be like, this is my plan for the rest of my life. Honestly, anybody who says that, they're just such a liar, because things come up, like pop in the way, life gets in the way, as they say. So I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of my life. This is for now, and this is my next phase, and I don't really know where I'm gonna go from there, but I think that's more than okay. And just knowing where I'm going in my next phase is kind of a comforting feeling, but from there on, I don't really know what's next. Like I'm saying, weird stuff. So like I said, I'm 22. When I first met people in college that were 20, like that I met when I was a freshman, that would tell me, yeah, I'm 22. I would be like, oh my gosh, wow, you must have your crap together. And I kind of learned that everybody's kind of faking it a little bit. Like no one really has their stuff together. Even the people that I know that are like going to med school or doing like these huge crazy like life plans, like even they're faking it through a little bit. So just know that not everybody has it together. And I think a lot of this video, I really want to focus on that not everybody is perfect and not everybody has that perfect path and perfect plan, because I also don't want to sit here and make anybody feel bad and be like, yeah, I have a job, like I have my life figured out, because I don't necessarily have it all figured out. And I think that a lot of people in this transition phase are kind of dealing with that too. I think that is more than okay. I was like in that position just a few months ago, so I think that, things kind of change, and just everything kind of works itself out. That's important to remember. So I'm a marketing major at UGA. I feel like I say it in every dang video, but if you're new to my channel, I'm a marketing major, so that's in the business school. And I did my like emphasis in digital marketing, and I did a bunch of stuff with that. And I obviously do YouTube, I do social media, so I kind of felt like, okay, digital marketing is going to be my whole life. Like I'm just gonna do social media for a brand or work in digital, and that'll be my life. I'm also originally from Long Island, New York, so I always had this idea in my head that I wanted to go back to New York, specifically live in New York City after college, and that was definitely like a goal of mine as well. So I began my job search process basically after Christmas break. I didn't do anything, like not zilch, my fall of senior year, which a lot of people already are getting jobs and accepting offers then, so you could totally start your job search early if you don't know. But it's kind of like at the pace that you want to take it. I actually did miss some opportunities for sure because they like hire in the fall time, but I just personally wasn't ready to be applying for jobs then. Like I didn't really know, I had no idea what path was right for me. So I think I kind of figured that out. I did like a whole lot of networking, just scheduling phone calls with alumni of my school, friends in my personal network from like doing social media and YouTube and stuff, and then my parents' friends, friends of like family friends, etc. One of my main goals that I think is so important and that I cannot stress enough on you guys is to do your research and to really delve in, because I think that there's so many job opportunities and fields and stuff that you don't even consider just because we're not aware of them, or just because school doesn't prepare you for them, or just because school doesn't like let you know that they exist. So I think it's really important to do your research and like really delve in and learn that, no matter what career field you're pursuing. Obviously this is business, so this is like more like business comm. I guess people could probably relate to this video more so, but there's definitely other career fields that could apply these same like methods. I'm also not going to get too far into like the tips of like applying for jobs and stuff. This is more so like my personal story. If you want more of like the hard-hitting like tips, I put that in the podcast episode, and I've done a few videos on my channel of like interview tips and whatnot. And I am gonna do a separate video on like job application tips, just because I feel like it's kind of two separate audiences that care about like the applying for job stuff and then like me personally. So this is more of like a personal video. So I assessed my strengths and weaknesses and kind of figured out that digital marketing actually isn't for me. I love being creative, or not even just creative, but I love like talking to my camera and like vlogging and podcasting and doing social media for myself, but I just don't see myself doing it for a larger company or like making that my life, which is totally okay and totally cool, because there's like a million different career paths you can go into with marketing, which is why I'm so glad that I pursued a marketing degree, just because you can literally take it a million different ways. And then I kind of determined that sales is for me, so I started applying to more sales jobs and specifically got into the tech industry just because it's ever changing. It's really like dynamic. They're also always hiring, like it's like a fast growing industry, and you can like move up in companies really quickly and stuff because they are, like I said, like fast moving, fast paced. Decided to get super specific and like really pursue sales. And I know I mentioned that in a video a while back too. And yeah, I really just narrowed my search. And ultimately I received a few job offers. I was kind of like further along in the interview process with a few places, but I ended up ultimately accepting an offer with Oracle in Burlington, Massachusetts. I think that the moral of this is just that you can create plans and stuff in your head, but you never truly know what opportunities lie around the corner. So I think it's so important to keep yourself open if you have the ability to. I know not everybody has, whether that be like the financial freedom to apply to jobs everywhere, or just the desire to pick up and kind of like reroute your life. And that's kind of where I've just been thinking about this more so recently. Like I think it's all well and good. I'm so excited to move to a new place. I'm gonna be living in Boston, or like outside of Boston. I don't have a place yet, honestly, which is another stress in my life. Honestly, like I'm so excited for this new phase of my life and everything, but at the end of the day, like as I'm kind of counting down and like college is closing up, like I really am kind of scared. It's just such a new chapter of my life. I really don't know what to expect. I'm going to be living by myself. That's totally my choice, but I am going to be living by myself. So there's just a lot going on, a lot of change in a really short amount of time, and I really just don't know how to feel about it. So yeah, honestly, I'm scared, but I think that everybody in this phase of life is kind of a little bit scared too. And I have been hearing a lot of like validating words from older people that I look up to in my life, people that have already graduated college, or even subscribers that have sent me like super sweet messages being like, you know, you're gonna kill it, etc., which is obviously really validating to hear. But I just think it's something that I have to go through, and obviously I'm going to face failure. I faced a lot of failure and rejection and stuff in college, but I'm sure I'm going to face even more in my young professional life. I'm really excited to do a career outside of YouTube too. I think for my mental health sake, it's going to be really, really beneficial for me. I am one to get really caught up in negativity, negative comments, or just like generally the bullshit of YouTube. And I think that this will be really good for me, like my mental state, just to have my career, and then I could do YouTube obviously too, and I'll be able to take you guys through like, you know, day in my life, young professional. Obviously I can't like vlog at my job or anything, but I think it will be really cool for you guys to, if you're younger, to follow me through my life kind of as a working person, and to kind of see what my work-life balance is like. Not that doing just YouTube is bad, because so many of my friends do just YouTube and like absolutely kill it. I don't know how to phrase this properly because I don't want to offend anyone, because I think it's so dope how many of my friends do YouTube full-time after college, but I think that there is definitely something about having you know, your YouTube as your side hustle and then like working a full-time job. So I am really excited about that and showing you guys that part of my life and kind of encouraging you guys to pursue your dreams and everything. I think that that's gonna be a really exciting phase of my life. I don't know why I'm like in this like super mellow vibe right now. I'm excited, like I'm really excited for this next phase of my life. I just think that all the fear is kind of hitting me at once, but I am really excited. Like I took this opportunity for a variety of reasons. Number one being that it's an incredible, reputable company, reputable program that I'm doing. Number two, I'm gonna be working with a lot of people who are also like new into their career, like around my age, which I think will make the transition from college really easy for me. And I think it will make the transition to Boston really easy for me, because apparently like it's really easy to make friends and stuff. And I do consider myself like a pretty social person, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to make friends relatively easily. I am excited. Like I'm really excited. I just think that the nerves are kind of like all like hitting me at once, because it's like I also am realizing that I graduate college and I basically have a month of free time, and in that free time I've already booked some trips and like whatnot. I don't know, it's just pretty wild. Everything's kind of happening so fast, and I'm really excited for it, but nervous at the same time. It will be interesting too, just like the structure of my days, like working a 9 to 5. It will be interesting because like when I did it this summer for my internship, I would have really good days and really bad days. And I feel like it's like that in any career, but I'm hoping that, you know, the people that I'm around will be super encouraging, and like that will make it like super validating and worth it. And that's what I've heard is like the culture kind of at Oracle. I'm really proud of myself, honestly, for getting this far and like for getting a job, and like, I don't know, like I have a job, you guys. I can't believe it. I've grown so much in these past 4 years, like an incredible amount. And I think I've gone through experiences that have truly, I know everyone says this, like shaped me into who I am, but like they literally have molded me into the person that I am. And just the people that I've met, the people that have, you know, come into my life, that have stuck around, like my best friends, and the people that have kind of, you know, just like, haven't stuck around, but I've kind of like, you know, they've been parts of my life or whatever, learned so much from them. I think I'm just learning a lot about myself these days, and I'm really excited to see what the next chapter has to bring. I can't believe it, but like 4 years ago I made that video of me like where I'm going to college. Even the videos I used to make freshman year, like sitting in my little dorm room. I've grown and changed so much, and I hope I'm making the right decision. It's impossible to know. It's impossible to know if you're making the right decision, you know what I mean? I've weighed my pros and cons of like all of my job offers and just like what I want to do and what city I want to be in and everything. But realistically, I think that this is a good fit for me. I'm really happy and like comfortable with this decision, but obviously it's impossible to know what's right for me, and I've heard only good things about it, so I'm very excited. I'm interested if you guys are seniors in college, what's your plan? Even though I hate asking that question, because I think it's totally okay to not have a plan and to go back home and chill for a little bit, or to, you know, take some time off and self-discover, or go back to school and pursue further education. Like I have friends that are kind of all over the map in terms of that stuff, and I think that is so cool, and that we're at a point where you can truly choose, and like your fate is in your hands. Like how cool is that? So I'm interested if you guys are in this phase, what's up with you, or if you already passed this phase of your life, if you have any validating words to share, please do, because while college has been fantastic, I really hope it's not the best 4 years of my life, because I hope that there's more things to come. And like, oh my gosh, as of this point in my life, these were the best 4 years of my life, but I'm hoping that it can only get even better from here. So I don't really know. I'm just excited and looking forward to what's next, but it's literally like that, what's that Natasha Bedingfield song? The rest is still unwritten. Like, actually, I don't know. I literally don't know what's next. Moving to a new city, gonna meet a whole bunch of new people. I am going to be living alone. I don't have a place yet, so you'll be following me on my apartment hunt, which will be happening in May after graduation. I'm gonna like cry so much when I post my graduation vlog. It's just all happening so fast, but I'm so thankful that you guys have stuck around with me on this journey through YouTube and everything. I mean, this next step is real life. not that this hasn't been real life, but I think college is like such a transition period in your life, and then like real life is obviously like smacked in the face with reality. It's real life. So yeah, if you guys want to see also more like of the like hardcore like interview type videos, stuff like that, please let me know. I can definitely provide those for you. I want to start kind of shifting my channel more to like an adult focus, because while I am like graduating college, I kind of want to do more videos for like young adults, like that age like that I'm kind of in right now, like 21, 22. So I'd love to hear from you guys what kind of content you want to see in my young adult life. I feel old, but I'm not old. 22 is so young in the scheme of life, I know, but when I say that I'm 22, I'm like, damn, am I really 22? But all is well and good. Thank you guys so much for supporting me again. I love you all so, so much, and I'll talk to you guys all. I'm gonna be vlogging this week and everything, so stay tuned for those. I'll talk to you guys all super soon. Bye.